Well, hello everybody. I think this is live. It says it's live, but it's still churning around here. I'm having, if you ever noticed, these last few times since I've switched over, I have to use Google Chrome, and I'm really just having some difficulties uh, knowing when this thing starts. So, but we have started. We have started. I just came in from a long run. Oh my gosh, that tastes good. It's kind of coolish out, but it is a beautiful day in Spokane, Washington. Just absolutely gorgeous. And was listening to some great music. Usually I listen to audiobooks. And usually I try to get my run in after I do Haiku Friday. Um, but this time, due to a mistake of mine, I didn't see some of the haikus that were attached from Ericus, and they were at the bottom of the message and of the whole chain of messages, and they had dropped down there, so I didn't see them. But so I thought I would just give Ericus a little more time. It was all my fault. I found him, but I thought I'll squeeze my run in. And this time, because KEXP is celebrating International Clash Day, which is actually on today's the 5th, and the 7th is actually International Clash Day, but they're celebrating it today. So I listened to some great music while I ran, and it was so much better. You know what I usually listen to? I listen to audiobooks or podcasts. And the last couple, I've listened to audiobooks that have been really bringing me down. I listened to The Deepest South of All. That was like 3 audiobooks. And it was a good story, a very great story, but it's a lot of downer stuff. And you know what? I'm going to listen to something a little more fluffy. I'm going to listen to a book about ghost towns of the West. Well, a lot of mining history in there, a lot of desecration and terrible things there too. And then, wouldn't you know, what would I do to finish off this kind of thing? Oh, I think I'll listen to "Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee." Oh my God, it's just so horrible, and it's something I do need to listen to. But it was great listening to International Clash Day today and getting into that. So let's get into Haiku Friday, February 5th, 2021. We have a couple from our friend Sami. Sami, who has been a long time since she's given us a haiku. Um, but she has come from the darkness of the last 4 years and into the light. And here we go. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Freedom is coming. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Sami. Thank you for that first one. Second one, creativity returning, runs deep, feels good, making my heart sing. Ah, yeah. You know, we need artists in dark times, that's for sure. But it is really nice when you can bask in some happiness and some sunshine and create. So thanks, Sami. Now, not to be outdone, her husband Stan, who I don't think has sent in haikus before. If you have, I apologize. But Stan has sent in a lovely one as well. Blue is now in charge. Red stifled equality. Bluer skies ahead. Yeah, I think so. In more ways than one, Stan. Excuse me, I ate a drink, but I'm both a little cold and a little dehydrated from my run. All right, here we go. One from our pal Rikosan. The clocks are all slow. The calendar on last March. Pandemic drags on. Oh my gosh, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Hopefully we can all get our vaccines. People wear masks and we'll knock this thing out. Great article in the paper this morning about from a physician in Australia talking about how their response, immediate and bold, when somebody is diagnosed with COVID, I mean, they go into full lockdown, and they've been able to They do that for 5 days or so, and then they open up all their restaurants. Nobody's wearing masks. Well, they're wearing masks now when they're going grocery shopping and stuff, but they're in a complete lockdown, and it's been very effective for them. So, anyways, it's a great article. Get a chance to read it. Now we've got a couple from our pal Stine. Stine writes, now, this is pretty funny. Stine writes, now is the winter of our incontinence, or InDependsence. You know, sometimes I don't want to know what these are about, especially that one, Stine. But thank you, sir. Thank you for that lovely haiku. A second one from Stine. Try to remember the benevolence of spring stirring under the soil. Yes, I think I'm not only trying to remember it, I'm channeling it. Thank you, Stine. And one from our pal Jenny. Jenny's writing to us from Big Sky Country, Montana. Friday snow flurries, sun shining behind the clouds, Montana, Big Sky. I kind of stole the punchline in the introduction there, Jenny. Sorry. But that's lovely. Please keep sending them. I miss seeing you. I would always see Jenny, not always, but often, on my run to or from work. Jenny's house was close to my workplace, and now Jenny's gone for a while. So anyways, thanks, Jenny. Now, Ericus is the one. Now, I have to apologize to Ericus. He sent me these yesterday. I couldn't find the attachment, found the attachment. And so Ericus sent me a slew of these things. So I picked out the 3 that I liked. Now, Ericus should write a book because he is prolific and his haikus are lovely. Here we go. First one from Ericus. Everyman's lament. Wayward, divergent, back roads. Send me dead flowers. Yes. Well, sometimes we do get dead flowers. Here's a second one from Ericus. The stink will linger after we've changed the diapers. Fetid smell of tyrants. Yes. Yep. That fascism does that. Nasty fascism, kind of hard to get the smell out sometimes. All right. Third one from Ericus. Color at sunset, beneath chemtrail-fluffy skies, toxic artifice. You know, you had me at chemtrail-fluffy. Thanks, Ericus. Those were great, and I really appreciate you sending them in, and thank you for your patience. Hey, look at this. There's one for me. Here we go. Praise, then you kill him, you lost antichrist Christians. Your scorn's my blessing. Now, I just want to close. Stine had sent me a YouTube video that I think I might put up. I might put a link to in the comments, which I really enjoyed yesterday. It's got a great, it's a great message, and it was a lot about thinking, which I dig that. Sarah and I have been in discussions about. She's taking an ethics course relating to her nursing. I think it's something she's teaching to her nurse. She's doing an ethics course. She is teaching an ethics course in nursing. But there's these case studies that they're doing. And we talked about one yesterday, and we found ourselves in a big disagreement about something ethics stuff. So, but it wasn't like, it was a friendly disagreement, but I love to think about thinking about stuff. So Stine sent me that YouTube video, which I'm going to get this book that was mentioned in it called Sami, A New Spelling of My Name. It's a biomythography by a poet named Audre Lorde. And she's an African American woman. I think she wrote mostly in the 30s. And it was wonderful. And I'm going to read that book. But I thought I'd tell you about a couple other books that I'm reading right now. Currently, I'm cruising through books in my retirement. I'm reading a book called Beyond the Rebel Girl. I've been working, if you know me, I have been into the Wobblies, the IWW, the history. I've signed up to get my Wobbly card years and years ago, which is really prominent in our region. Early labor movement stuff in the United States, and they very persecuted group of people, but they were very inclusive. They were very inclusive. They were black women, white women, men, gay people, probably some trans people in there, I would imagine. But anyways, I have been working on a one-person play for a long time, having to do with the story of the IWW with fictional character that I'm inventing. So I'm doing a lot of writing around that. So I'm reading more about this, and it is a great read. It's by Heather Meyer. She's from Oregon, and it's great stories about leadership in this early labor union in the Pacific Northwest, Spokane, Seattle, Portland. Oh, fantastic. Which reminds me, so I've been also rereading over and over again, I Am My Own Wife. It's a play by Doug Wright. It had won a Pulitzer Prize. It's a one-person play with about 7 different roles. And guess what? We're going to be doing this. Stage Left Theater is going to be doing this. And I am going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing all the roles. So far, we'll see. When they see my acting, they might opt out. But so far, it's going to be me. So I am memorizing this, which is a big lift because it's like 72 pages. But I'm starting to memorize the parts of it. So anyway, I'll keep you posted on that. One along Haiku Friday. Thanks for dropping in. Love you all. I will see you next Haiku Friday, or you will see me. And take care of yourselves. Hope you're doing good. Hope you guys, I know it's really cold in parts of the country right now. And so I would hope that you guys are all staying warm and safe and healthy. All right, and I excuse my appearance. I just came in from my run and did this. All right, thanks so much. Bye for now. We're up 13 minutes. Call it good. Bye.